Hey guys, what up? How you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another new video. All right, guys. So you know what happened last week? I lost three of my accounts last week due to daily drawdown. The trades that made me lose the accounts are still running.
Last week
In
Friday,
fact,
when I lost the accounts. So instead of crying over a spilled milk, it's already happened. What I need to look out for is what is the way forward. And I try to look at it and try to check what happened, what caused this, um, what caused me to lose this account. And it was very simple. The answer is very simple. It was because one, very simple, just the one answer. I was going for iris to the word. That's just it. I was going for a 1 to 4 is to the word, 1 to 6 is to the word on my trades. And those very trades were that was like the first time I was going for a iris to the word. That was the first time I'm going for a 1 to 4 is to the word for as a take profit. I had three trades running: USDJPY, US oil, and GBP And on those three trades, on USJPY, I was going for 1 to 4 raised to the word. On US oil, I was going for 1 to 6 raised to the word. On Euro GBP AUD, I was also going for 1 to 6 raised to the word. And USJPY got to, it peaked at 1 to 3 raised to the word, then retraced. It was during those retracements that it was around 2% on Friday in profit, 2% in profit. Then the massive spike. I don't know what happened on that Friday. Price USD just weakened and price. PSD weakened and JPY gained more strength and price dropped aggressively to my entry. That means I lost 2% in equity at that moment. I had not lost the trade though. I just lost 2% in equity. US oil was already up 1% already, and because of that spike, also that weakness of the USD, and US oil and USD, they rely on the dollar strength. So as immediately dollar weakened, it affected both pairs. The US oil dropped for 1% in profit and dropped down to my head sell. So 1% plus 1% of my stop loss, that's 2%. If you accumulate that, if you now combine it, the 2% loss of equity on USJPY, that amounted to what, 4%. That's how I lost the account. But technically, based on paper, I only lost one trade, which was US oil. USCJPY at this moment is still running. Even at this moment, which is Friday, 1 week after, is up. Has gotten to that same 1 to 3 RR right now. And GBPUD is still at entry. It has just been consolidating. So technically, on paper, I've only lost one trade. I only lost 1%. But on the Profem space, especially good funded, I believe my account. I've lost the account. And when I looked at it, I was the only one thing that I just saw was that it was because I went for Harry's reward. If it were to be that I stuck to maybe 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 to the word, I would not be in this position today because I would have closed USJPY in profit of 3%. Imagine I saw 3% live. I was already down. I was in a 6% drawdown on my accounts. USJPY was giving me 3% up already. Imagine I was going for 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, I would have closed that, and USO would have happened, but it will not affect me because it will just be 2% loss. It will not have affected, like 2% equity loss, like it will not have affected me, and I will just lose just 1%, and probably I will still be up. I will still be down maybe minus 4% on my accounts right now. Yeah, but it is what it is. It has happened, and every failure is a. So will I be getting new accounts, new prop accounts? For now, no. I will if I get the opportunity to, but for now, I can't do that right now because of finance. So I'm not financially buoyant to afford accounts right now. Hey, nah, food to chop, nah, yeah, the fine like this. So, the money I have right now is for feeding right now. So I'm not buoyant enough to get a new account. But soon, I'm working, try my best. I will get one soon, right? So I don't know when, but it's what it is. it's just funny how you put so much hope in a 400 account, because that account was my first 400 account, a 5K account, and I put so much hope in it that I was gonna get a payout, get 2% payout or so, and move on from there. But it's what it is. It's a process, right? It's a process. What am I doing with my time? What has changed? How am I moving on? That's the question, right? So right now, I don't have any accounts. No, so what I'm doing basically is back testing. So immediately this thing happened, immediately I lost the three accounts, I decided to start back testing. And because recently I started getting a bit of clarity from the market, so from the higher time frame context, what I trade, I immediately trade an entry model with higher time frame context. So this ever since I started trading, I started learning, like actively trading, I've been having confusion and a lack of clarity with combining higher time frame with the entry models, right? And it has been something that I've not really gained clarity on, but lately I've started to gain clarity on it, and so that's what I've been back testing, and it's making a lot more sense to me. Very well, yeah. I don't think I will share it. No, no, no. I'm gonna share anybody. I'm gonna hold it tight. It's like gold. It has opened like a way for me to understand the on the market efficiency, marketing efficiencies. So it is something like, because there was a time when I was learning from DAX. So I learned from DAX. I learned his entry models and his strategy, but I didn't pay for mentorship. So everything was based off YouTube and all other knowledge from different places. So, but I knew the entry model, because the entry model is fixed and constant, right? Sweep, break, structural liquidity, POI, very easy to know. But the problem is, how do you pick quality trade? Because you cannot just be trading patterns alone. You have to merge it with higher time frame context. And that higher time frame context is where the real issue is, right? Because you will find patterns, a lot more patterns everywhere. But how you determine which one you're going to pick is where the skill is, and you cannot rush it. Because there was a time I thought, oh, probably I was really looking for answers, ask ChatGPT, ask this. But the thing about this thing and just trading, one thing I would say about trading is everything is a process. Even in life is a process. You would not get clarity at the beginning. Clarity is you get clarity after taking action, right? So first of all, you take action, you continue. Time will tell, right? Yeah, yeah. Over time, you gain clarity. And as you would have seen, the month is coming to an end, right? The month of April has not been so good. In the month of April, I lost three accounts. It didn't take too many trades. I think I barely took trades safe. Maybe I barely took trades this month. All the trades I've taken, I don't think everything, none of them has it. I don't even know, bro. March, April, damn, crazy. But that's just it. The price action for this month has been slow, messy. Man, everything just day as the day. You know, really sharp at all. Starting something which is a five stage challenge. So I want to like document and review my trades after taking five trades. So I reveal five, like, I don't know how to call it, a collection of five trades. Every collection of five trades. When I get to five trades, I'll reveal it. I'll make a video about it. When I get to 10 trades, I'll make a video about it. I get to 15, make a video till we get to 100. So we kind of build data, live data, right? So I want to shift from being right on a trade to accepting randomness, accepting that you your current trade does not have to win. Your current trade does not have to also lose. Anything can happen, right? Accepting randomness and focusing on execution rather than being right on a single trade. Because a single trade is what? For for this week's video, and I hope you were able to catch up on my trading journey and how it has been going. I'm very happy to share with you guys, and I hope you learn one or two things. Maybe you're in the same position, maybe you're not, maybe you're better than me, maybe you've passed this position. Let me know in the comments. You can drop your advice, you can drop your takeaways. Well, keep it going. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for staying to the end. If you stay to the end, I love you and I appreciate you. Kindly like and subscribe to this channel. I'll catch you guys in the next one.